This man, who insists we hide his identity, is a member of the Tigray ethnic group. He says he and many Tigrayans like him have been forced to flee from their homes and businesses in the northern city of Gondor because of threats by some members of the Amhara community.
Rumours and threats started spreading that all the Tigrayans would be forced to leave Gondor in the coming days. The Tigrayans living in and around the city are very afraid because properties have been attacked and people have been killed.
Protesters from the Amhara and Oromo ethnic groups, the two largest in Ethiopia, are demanding greater political and economic rights. They accuse the government of being dominated by what they describe as an ethnic Tigrayan elite. Anti-government protests started among the Oromo late last year. The Amhara started their own demonstrations in recent weeks. Journalists trying to cover the protests have faced intimidation and arrests, and victims of violence are scared to talk. We spoke on the phone to a Tigrayan man in Gondor who also wants his identity hidden.
They think that almost all the Tigrayans are supporting the government, and many think that in order to weaken the government they have to kick out all the Tigrayans from Gondor. Many Tigrayan businesses have been attacked. Hotels, cafes, shops and even homes have been targeted.
The government says acts of violence being committed against the Tigrayan community by some members of the Amhara protesters in and around Gondor are isolated incidents being committed by what it describes as criminal gangs. But it does recognise that the Tigrayan community is being targeted because of its perceived association with the ruling party.
We have to take attempts even by these few people very seriously enough to make sure that the people's efforts to hold such kinds of emotions in check are also augmented by the support of security forces.
Rights groups say security forces have killed at least 500 people and arrested thousands of others since November last year. It's believed around 7 Tigrayans have been killed by people involved in the protests in and around Gondor. Fears among the minority Tigrayan community are growing that they are being targeted purely because of their ethnic association with a party that has been in power for more than 25 years. Stratford, Al Jazeera, Addis Ababa.